Will Cronos make a big bounce on the 50-week moving average, or will it trend lower on our rainbow chart over here? A lot of questions for the month of June, so guys, I would say let's strap in and let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the one and only Coin Baron, and like every month, we take a look at the current stance of Cronos, and of course answer the question, is it worth to buy right now? And if you don't want to wait for a complete month, do always check me out on X as well at the Coin Baron over here, because over there I also post some TA. And for example, we take a look at CRO US dollar over here in his tweet, but let's talk a bit more in detail about this chart. The thick blue line over here is the 50-week simple moving average. And as you see from that blue line, it actually jumped off a bit. So I think it had a quite nice bounce on the weekly scale over here. But of course, the question is, how significant is a bounce at this level? And well, therefore, I do have to go quickly to Bitcoin, because there you can see, and I created a few lines over here, guys, at this blue line, also again, the 50-week simple moving average, there are so many touch points over here. Back in 2018, we kind of had the first bounce over here after the blow off top at the 50-week moving average. And some would even say that this one got quite close. Afterwards, though, it turned into resistance, which really started the bear market for Bitcoin. But guys, it kept being important. Over here, it really stuck towards the line. Over here, it also acted as support for the big bounce towards, well, basically the 60k top over here. Another bounce going to the 69k top over here. And then, of course, we had resistance starting the bear cycle of 2022-2023. But right now, guys, we are up again. We are up, and I think this might be, again, one of the starting points towards the next bull cycle, of course. So I would say the 50-week, guys, is really important. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, the week is not over yet. So we might still close down below the 50-week moving average. And honestly, we have seen it can also be very sturdy resistance. And that would be quite scary for CRO. But okay, we'll take a look at it in the weekly close. So definitely stay tuned and of course subscribe if you want to see more. Anyways, when we go back to the CRO chart, we do see the rainbow indicator. And I explained this indicator in full detail in the fair value video for Cronos. So definitely, guys, recommended to check it out. Okay, but what we do see is right now, of course, trading in the green zone. So the green zone to me, guys, means it's the buy zone. But personally, I also had this scenario, which for me was a bit 50-50. Would we go down to the dotted lines, or would we have a little fake out and then move up again? But it seems like this has exactly played out over here. We went to the blue dotted line and also again had a little bounce over there. So I would say it was a bit early. Honestly, it was a bit early, but it played out perfectly. So to me, this is actually a really good indicator again that we might be there ready for a reversal. So this is, of course, I think a very good sign. Also, do remember, ladies and gentlemen, that the CRO price is heavily influenced by the macro environment. And honestly, I want to show you right now what I have on the screen, which is, of course, a very important macro event. And that is that the SEC is no longer investigating the Ethereum ETF. So it is ready to be released, I think. And there are many rumors citing that we might go live with a first Ethereum ETF on the 2nd of July. And that is a very bullish indicator. Moreover, the technicals for Bitcoin also seem very, very bullish for the medium to short term. Because let's take a look at this, and I've shared this before. But over here, we can still draw a cup and a handle pattern. And I did get a few questions a few days earlier about this part over here. So this was really a handle, a nice handle. But right now, we are going down. But honestly, that's still not invalidating the cup and handle pattern, because the cup and handle pattern can also be a bit like this over here. And I have to draw it really nicely. So still, this, guys, is a good and valid cup and handle pattern, because we still see, of course, a nice ear piece over here as well. So this, guys, is still going to be very valid. And of course, the target is sitting nicely above 100k for Bitcoin. So really bullish on that as well. Since we're talking about Bitcoin, I always measure my altcoin portfolio in Satoshi, so really in Bitcoin, because I want to know what asset is performing better. So guys, let's take a quick look at some more tools. Our first tool, like always, is the Altcoin Season Index. And guys, if you want to trade this, you need to trade anti-cyclically. So right now, it seems to be Bitcoin season. And in that case, well, altcoins are relatively cheap. But if we see it's altcoin season, well, we have to change all altcoins back into Bitcoin. But right now, guys, I think it's a really clear sign. We are in Bitcoin season. And the last time when we did this video in May, I said, well, guys, it's indecisive. This can go both ways, but it went into Bitcoin season. So if you guys went big into Bitcoin, that was a win. But right now, it is time to go back to our altcoins. So I think this is definitely, again, a buy signal for coins like Cronos. Even more important is what we're seeing on the CRO Bitcoin chart over here, because I think we're getting a similar buy signal over there. Because, guys, this is really important to see. We are at an all-time low for CRO Bitcoin. So, guys, if you thought about switching over from CRO to Bitcoin, historically seen, this is the worst time because the risk reward for CRO Bitcoin is really on the better side right now for Cronos. The only thing that I have to say over here is that you don't want to catch a falling knife. It is very much possible that Cronos is going to dump even more, dump even further. But again, we're seeing, again, a big bounce over here. It already went below the previous all-time low. So I think the bounce is an important sign again that, well, this might be an end of a really bearish trend. And guys, I've been warning you since 2023 over here about a potential bear case where we revisit the all-time low of CRO Bitcoin. So personally, I do think this is a buy signal for Cronos, but I would like to see a retest over here of the orange line because that would invalidate a falling knife scenario. And I would feel a lot more safe buying over there than, well, potentially falling more and more and more. But okay, guys, I'm feeling quite good about it. So, conclusion time. I see a lot of bearish people on my timeline, but honestly, all technical signs, all macro signs point to green for Cronos. So, I'm going to allocate 100% of my available income this month to Cronos. The only question that I can't answer yet, because I still have this falling knife scenario, is am I going to convert some of my Bitcoin towards Cronos? Because that is, I still think, one of the things that I'm really doubting about. Do I need to wait a bit more, or am I going to pull the plug on that one? Or pull the trigger, not the plug. Anyways, that is, I think, something we need to figure out next month. So, guys, please follow us along on this journey or time to buy journey by liking this video and subscribing for more. But that's me, I'm the one and only Coin Baron, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then.